Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to read another chapter of the Twits. Yay! Today we have the Wormy spaghetti. Okay, are you ready? The next day, to pay Mr. Twit back for the frog trick, Mrs. Twit sneaked out into the garden and dug up some worms. She chose big, long ones and put them in a little tin can and took them back into the house. So she put the worms in a little tin can, okay? And she went back into the house. The long worms, okay, from her garden. She put them under her apron,
Don't tell Mr. Twit. I am putting the worms under my apron. I am taking it into the kitchen. I am going to make his food, spaghetti. Shh.
At 1:00, she cooked spaghetti for lunch, and she mixed the worms with the spaghetti, but only on her husband's plate. The worms did not show because everything was covered with tomato sauce and sprinkled with cheese.
Hey, my spaghetti is moving. I don't know. It's really strange, but my spaghetti is moving.
Mr. Twit poked it with his fork and said, "My spaghetti is moving." And Mrs. Twit said, "Oh, it's a new kind." And she kept eating her own spaghetti, which of course was not moving. Her spaghetti didn't have any worms, okay? It's a new kind of spaghetti. It's called squiggly spaghetti. It's delicious. Eat it. Eat it while it's nice and hot. I put a lot of cheese in it. It's really, really good. Mr. Twit started eating, twisting the long tomato-covered strings around his fork and shoveling into his mouth. Soon there was tomato sauce all over his hairy chin.
It's not as good as the other kind. It's too squishy. I find it very squishy. It's bitter. It's got a distinctive bitter flavor. Buy the other one the next time. I don't like this one.
Ooh, I like it very much. It's very tasty. No, just eat it while it's hot. Mrs. Twit waited until Mr. Twit finished eating all the plate of spaghetti. And then she said, "Do you want to know why your spaghetti was squishy? Do you want to? Mr. Twit, would you like to know?" Why? Why? Tell me. Tell me why. Would you like to know why it had a nasty, bitter taste? Why it was squishy and why it was moving? Tell me why. Mrs. Twit was clapping and stamping her feet on the ground, making a horrible laughter. She was laughing like a witch. Crazy. Because it was worms! 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 You fool! You ate the worms from the garden! You fool! Okay, boys and girls, this is the end of the chapter, The Wormy Spaghetti. We will have to wait for next week to see what does Mr. Twit do to pay back for this terrible trick that Mrs. Twit has played on him. Ooh, let's see. Oh, they are so horrible to each other, but we will have to wait. Love you. Happy Children's Day.